Everyone, I'm back. This is a continuation of Daily Dose of Hope, day 183. They kicked me off because healing is such a horrible thing to talk about. It's so silly. I don't know how long I'm going to be on for this one, but so I just want to talk about I'm not sure how much was there. They cut me off in the middle of the healing, or in the middle of Archangel Raphael. So I just wanted to share what he had to say. He was talking about healing, and he was explaining it, that pets and plants and animals, they don't have this pill of forgetfulness that we take. So they always know that they're source energy. They never forget that they're source energy. And so they see us, and they understand that we forgot. And they see us when we get confused and we put ourselves into sickness and in pain, and they understand what's happening, and they understand that they're not really a body. They're not a physical representation on this planet, that they are actually a spirit. And so they take on that energy because they understand that they want to help out. And yeah. So, and the one thing they don't have is that free will that we have to think about these things, to get sad and to get upset and to get angry and all these things. They understand they're one with God already, and they're working on this instinctual things, but they can see they understand that we don't have that connection. And so that was interesting. And the other thing he was talking about was healing, and the idea of healing as it was talked about in the Course in Miracles, where in order to heal someone, you take on the at-one-ment for them. So by understanding that their mind is a bit askew, that they're not really seeing themselves as a spirit, that they're seeing them identifying as a body. And so you see that for them, and you accept the one at-one-ment for them. You see that they're one, and you don't believe that in what they're believing. You don't believe that they're a body. You believe that they're one, and you see that as that. And he said, just for a moment, you will pick up that sickness or pain, and you'll feel it in your body, and then you can just let it go. And so that's what he said about that. I thought that was very interesting, as a healing technique. And he said there are many, many different healing techniques, but all healing is based on the mind. It's based on a mistaken perception of us seeing of worshiping the body. And he said the body is a tool, and the body is a tool that you can use, and it doesn't have any real thoughts. It doesn't know what it's doing. And so the body sees the earth, it sees everything, and everything's falling apart, everything's broken. And so it just assumes that itself is also broken. But it's not true. That's not real. That's just an illusion. You're perfect. Oh, and the other thing he said was that you have the archetype, I think is the word for it. I don't know if it's prototype for your body, so that your perfectly healed body is always here, and you can just get back into it. You can kind of like go into it, and which is just a memory, remembering that you're already perfect. And so that is a way of healing as well. So very interesting stuff. Very kind of related to the Course in Miracles as well. So that's pretty cool. The idea of atonement. Atonement, the word that is used a lot in a religious sense, kind of usually brings up these images of someone hurting themselves because they've done wrong. I'm bad. I have to atone for my sins. And so the way that was flipped upside down is, if you take the word apart, it's at one meant, being one with God. You didn't do anything wrong. You've never done anything wrong. You're already one. And it's just remembering, it's just getting back into that. Oh, right. Yeah, I'm a part of God. I'm a soul. I'm a spirit that came down into this body to have experiences. So that's that. I'm surprised they haven't kicked me off yet. I don't know what it was that triggered that. So strange world. So, and then I'm going to do a pocket of peace. And this is a pocket of peace for all of us to, come into a remembrance, for us to remember, for everyone around the world to remember that they're already perfect. And They don't have to associate with this body, and by doing so, they can heal the body, because the body means no harm to you. It's just a body. It's just a tool that we're using, that we're animating with our soul, with our spirit, with the energy from Source, from God that we're given. But we're actually just love, and we just came down here in this body, and but we forgot. And so when we forget, sometimes we get sick, because we just think we see everything on this planet looks all kind of upside down, and we get confused, and then we bring that into our body. So let's just, this is a pocket of peace to remember that you're wholly and completely perfect, and that you are love, and that you are health. You are already healed. So here we go. So I'd like you guys to take a deep breath, just to relax yourself and center. All right, now I'd like you to now imagine that you are surrounded by the light of unconditional love. It just surrounds you, and it makes you feel just so at peace. You feel so comfortable and so at home. And with this love, you realize that you're loved unconditionally. There's nothing that you have to do. There's nowhere you have to go, nothing you have to say. You don't have to be anyone. You are already the one. You're already perfect, and this love just comes to you, and it's just a gentle nudge to remind you that you are that love. In this love, there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to regret. It's just love. And you feel so at home. And this love lights up the candle of your heart. And then this light is blazing out into your room and into the places that you are. So everything is just covered with love now. It's shining, it's blazing with love. It's so perfect. And everywhere you look now, there's just hope and love and health, perfect health, because with love comes health as well, because you understand that you can be nothing but perfect. And so you forget about all that fear and all that sadness, and you remember, I'm perfect. I'm love. I'm not really a body. If something is wrong with this body, I can just heal it by remembering that I'm already whole. I already have that prototype there, and I just remember, all right, I'm perfectly healthy. And you just have to remember that. And so let's just spread this out now into the whole world. So the whole world is just covered with love, and it just makes people feel so comfortable and so at peace. And all those people all around the world who are suffering, who are in pain, who are in sadness, who are in depression, who are in darkness, on those dark tunnels. This goes out to all of you. And this light is finding you in all those dark tunnels and all those places where you feel like you're completely alone. And this energy of love, it's coming directly from Source. And it's coming and tapping on your shoulder and saying, you're loved. And it gives you this big bear hug. And it just says, you're perfect. You're loved. You're wonderful. You are perfect. You are much, much more than perfect. You are the light of this world. Your love is what is saving the world. You are needed. You are necessary for this whole thing. You, yes, you in the darkness. You are the light. You're shining your light out. Look at it, it's all over the whole world, and people are starting to feel this oneness, and their sickness and their sadness and the darkness is going away. Because that's the power of the light. It's just shining the light out, and you see, you're like, I was just in the dark, but I'm the light. I am the light here. I'm shining out. So the whole world is being shined on now. All that stories of fear and sadness and anger are gone. Well, they're there, but they're now stories of love, of so much love, of unconditional love and hope. And now all those people that are in sadness are in hope now. it's like a wind just rushed over them, and they say, yeah, I can do this now. I've got this. I'm in hope now. I'm in love now. And none of this stuff can ever get me down, because I am love. I am source energy down here on this planet. I am so much more powerful than any of this stuff. I can just get really big. And all I got to do is shine out the love to help other people remember that they are loved too. All right. So that's Pocket of Peace for day 183. Continued because we got cut off for whatever reason. Too much talk about healing. So I hope you guys are hopeful, and I know I am now. Yeah, we got this. We got this. We're shining the light out. And so ciao for now. I hope you guys are hopeful. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Ciao.